The Bible is clear. In the Lord, we should have a marriage that is both lasting and life-giving. Now, I understand that it's a huge statement given the current state of marriage in our society. You're probably thinking right now, Pastor David, you are way too optimistic, man. You know the statistic. 50% of all marriages end in divorce. It's like flipping a coin, dude. Heads I win, tails I lose. It's a crapshoot. And the statistics, you know, Pastor David, are not any better for believers than they are unbelievers. Christians are divorcing at the same rate as everyone else in the United States of America. I get it. I know that that's true, that the stats say that Christians are divorcing at the same rate as those who don't claim faith. It's just not a complete statement. There was a study put out earlier this year, January, in the American Journal of Sociology. I read about it, believe it or not, in an op-ed piece in the New York Times. And it makes an incredible statement. I'm going to quote it to you. It says, as the sociologist Charles Stokes pointed out, practicing conservative Protestants, say practicing conservative Protestants have a much lower divorce rate. And practicing believers, say practicing believers generally divorce less frequently than the secular and unaffiliated. But the lukewarmly religious are a different matter. What Stokes calls nominal conservative Protestants who attend church less than twice a month have higher divorce rates even than the non-religious. And you can find similar patterns with other indicators, like out-of-wedlock births, for instance, are rarer among religiously engaged evangelicals. Say engaged. It is rare for religiously engaged evangelical Christians, but nominal evangelicals are a very different story. See, the truth is, practicing followers of Jesus report, study after study, they report greater overall satisfaction and joy in life. It doesn't matter whether it's in marriage, it doesn't matter whether it's raising kids, work, whatever. Now, please don't mishear that. I am not saying that if you become a practicing follower of Jesus, you'll never have any problems. I'm not saying you'll never have any struggles. I'm not saying that there won't be failures in life, there won't be hard times that we walk through. We all know that is reality. But when it comes to marriage, practicing Christians divorce at less than half the rate of the general population. Hear that. The highest divorce rate, interestingly, is among those who profess Christianity with their mouth but do not practice their faith in their daily lives. It's higher than even the non-affiliated. You know, at first I wondered about that. But then it struck me, Jesus actually warned us about that. Not in the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John Jesus, but Jesus speaking to the church in the Revelation. He says, I know your works, you are neither cold nor hot. Would that you were either cold or hot, but because you are lukewarm, same phrase used in the op-ed piece. Because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. See, Christianity, this may be worth the whole morning for you. Christianity only works if we engage. Christianity only works to the level the blessings that come only happen if we practice, if we follow. Jesus didn't say, hey, come and go to church with me. Come and believe a few facts about me. Jesus said, come and follow me. It only works because the invitation is for life, all of life. It's not excluded only to marriage, but it definitely includes marriage. You know what that tells me? I don't think my claim's at all outrageous. I don't think it's just possible. I believe it's God's will that we have marriages that are both lasting and life-giving. That's what we see in the beginning.